As the plane touched down on foreign soil, my heart was filled with mixed emotions. I found myself on a tour trip with my parents during the school holidays, an adventure I didn't quite anticipate. But little did I know that this journey would lead to an unforgettable love story, one that would forever linger in my heart. As we joined the tour group on the first day, I felt like an awkward teenager surrounded by unfamiliar faces. Yet, amidst the crowd, one person caught my eye. A girl around my age with captivating eyes and a warm smile. We exchanged glances, and I felt an inexplicable connection, though I hesitated to make a move. Throughout the days of exploration and sightseeing, my thoughts often wandered back to the girl. I discovered that she too was on the tour with her parents, and we seemed to cross paths effortlessly, though we rarely spoke. The moments when our eyes met from across the group became bittersweet highlights of my days. On the 5th day, we found ourselves exploring a charming European museum, and my parents granted me the freedom to wander on my own. Destiny favored me that day, as I stumbled upon the girl, also exploring solo. This time, I mustered the courage to strike up a conversation. We discovered shared interests and laughed at each other's jokes, the awkwardness of being strangers gradually fading away. It was as though we were old friends reuniting after a long separation. That day marked a turning point, and we found ourselves drawn to each other, spending every available moment together for the rest of the trip. However, the sweetness of newfound friendship couldn't entirely overshadow the bittersweet reality that we were both bound by family ties. She was the sun, and I was the moon, orbiting in each other's presence but unable to bridge the gap between us. During the long bus rides between destinations, I'd sit near the back, stealing glances at her and her family in the front seats. Her laughter filled the air, making the world a brighter place. And while I wished for a chance to be closer, I didn't want to intrude on the time she shared with her parents. As the tour drew to a close, the weight of an impending goodbye settled upon us. It felt like the final chapter of a beautiful story, and I couldn't bear the thought of letting go. On the last day, as we boarded the plane to return home, fate played its final card. The universe aligned our seats side by side. Nervously, we exchanged smiles and pleasantries, but deep down, we both knew this was the moment we had been dreading. We didn't want to say goodbye, but we were both bound by responsibilities to our families. With heavy hearts, we mustered the courage to embrace the fleeting moments together during the flight. As we disembarked, we lingered for a moment, unwilling to let go of this brief but cherished connection. The separation was imminent, and with a longing gaze, we bid each other farewell. No exchange of numbers, no promises of staying in touch, just a beautiful memory etched in our hearts. Life continued after the trip, and though the days passed, my heart remained filled with the memories of that whirlwind adventure. Our paths never crossed again, but the love story we shared during those fleeting days became a defining moment in my life. Looking back on that tour trip, I couldn't help but marvel at how a seemingly ordinary journey became the catalyst for an extraordinary love story. It taught me that sometimes love finds us in the most unexpected places, and even if it's a brief encounter, the impact it leaves on our hearts can last a lifetime.